starting at stop. Larry stirring stuff.
Do what?
Stirring stuff up.
No, I forgot about it, so if I'm not here, give me a break.
Just anytime tomorrow.
Right. So it's like an hour long, so.
Yeah, it's an hour long, so just sometime tomorrow, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's lunch break at 12, 1, 2, 3, 4. So any of those hours, y'all can make it be. I'm sorry? Sure. 8 o'clock.
Oh, we'll come in the afternoon when it's hot.
Yeah. Okay, we will reconvene. And we will have a budget workshop session. Thank you, everybody, for coming in. This is really about what the health needs are and what I'm sure requested, where we're headed and where we've been. So, good news is that we got our numbers in from the appraisal district, and gross taxable value is up 24.36%, and net value is up 24.44%. Real estate and personal property values changed 8.68%. The big change was the mineral values, 54.24%. So, real estate is not going to see a big change.
Can you say how big
For what? Which part?
the real estate?
Real estate, 8.68%. Yes, sir. Sounds great. However, you add in sales tax at 2.5 million, and that puts us in a strange situation. You think all that money coming in would put you in a good place. Last year's tax rate, 44.98. The current effective tax rate is 0.3606. And the roll tax rate is 0.3497. If we did the proposed tax rate of 0.3493, we're way under. So, rollback tax rate is 10 cents less than last year's. You would get $10.6 million that way. Our budget's $2.5 million more than that. So that puts us behind. So we've got to figure out what we're going to do there. I'm going to propose the 0.4498 stay the same. Like I said, with the real estate and personal property, it's not going to affect that too much if we stay the same. If someone's property value went up, it will affect them some. If it went down, their taxes will go down. If it stays the same, their value stayed the same, they'll pay the same tax. So, that's what I'm going to propose.
And some have gone down. I was just speaking to the auditor, and her real estate actually appraisal values went down.
Yeah.
And all those that are over 65 are frozen. So that will not affect them in any way. And so I think that you're right. We're at a breaking point to where if we don't be careful, I mean, you can't be too careful, because we've been robbing from Peter and paying Paul. In other words, taking from next year's monies that was for the next year and using it for previous years. And that has got us in a catch-22. And this has been something that we've preached along with the auditor for a long time. And it's just coming to fruition. And so if we're going to maintain a viable county, we're going to have some kind of a cushion, because next year, whenever we see a 3.5%, that's maximum go up with an automatic rollback or a rollback election, I don't know what we're going to do.
As well as the debt our debt not being able to be under INS and have to be priced under M&O.
Right.
So that means that all debt that you have including that we already have, is going to figure right into the revenue side of it. And then you're going to be ruined.
Yeah.
Yes. And
Big
so
time.
we provide everything in this county that's within any quality of life. We're forced to provide $8 million worth of services, and that's going up. If the sheriff can actually speak to that. He's about to be looking for a psychiatrist to speak to his inmates. I think that goes in effect September. Is that right? And so we're just, people don't like, a lot of the people in this county don't like to hear the word unfunded mandate, but it's just the facts. And I mean, it's just something that we're having to come to grips with that is continuing to rise. And you can't have quality of life in this county until you pay for services the state forces us to pay for. And then, if you can come up with the money, you can have quality of life.
To put it in perspective, if we went to the rollback tax rate, we'd have to cut $2.5 million, which means entire departments. And not just one or two, we're talking multiple entire departments.
Absolutely.
You could cut welfare, library, the senior center, and the parks, and that would get you right up real close. And
Then you
so,
need to figure in the adverse side of that, of any revenue that we budgeted that those departments were getting. So then you still gotta go back and figure out another,
Scenario.
something else to cut.
Yeah.
To cover that revenue that was estimated.
if you cut one department, EMS, there's your 2.5, but you're losing that $1 million of revenue.
So then you gotta find another $1 million department.
Take it for that.
So that's why I'm saying the 4498 that we were at. What's gonna end up happening is that it'll cover the budget requests, and it would put money in the bank. We have $0 in reserves right now. That would put about 1.2 million in reserves. And the perspective on that, we've had a wet spring, and fire season's coming up. If we have another 2011, we're done. FEMA won't come in right off the bat. It takes 6 months to a year to 18 months to get anything from FEMA. Insurance isn't gonna cover. If we've got people out there working, we won't be able to pay them. So, we need a reserve.
Tornado hit your building. We've had very close calls with tornadoes this year.
They have talked, which you all have probably heard too, on the news, that the feds make up the interest rates
Yes,
a few months,
there goes your
which that affects your
interest.
Investment
reserves.
accounts,
Yes.
your investment, all the investment accounts.
Right.
Talking about fires, I had one while I was in court this morning
Really?
out there.
Oh.
And they always need us.
Right, yeah. As far as that goes, the 1.2 million, I would suggest putting, not all of it, but the majority of that 1.2 million in an emergency line. If it's tagged emergency, you can't use it for anything but emergency. So we can't just pull out of that